And welcome to KNN, or as we like to call it, KSAT News Now. It's a bite-sized portion of the news of the day that will interest you in very, very, very different ways. Like, we've got some serious news, we've got some weather, and then we've got a fish story that you're not going to believe. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is our bite-sized portion of that news. Plus, we are on all the streaming avenues, so wherever you are, we are, and wherever we are, you are. And it's a special day because, come here, Mia, come here, come here.
Uh-oh.
What is today, Mia? Today is...
It's hump day.
Hump day!
He was so excited about that all morning long.
Love hump day. We'll get to more on that in just a second, but first let's start with this. New allegations of inhumane treatment along the southern border. A state trooper in Texas claims officers were ordered to push migrant children back into the Rio Grande and even deny migrants water in the extreme heat. The trooper saying, quote, "We decided that this was not the correct thing to do. With the very real potential of exhausted people drowning." In response, the Texas Department of Public Safety issued a statement saying the troopers are the ones who perform rescues while trying to stop migrants from placing themselves in harm's way.
It's hard for me to imagine a Texas law enforcement member thinking that those things were okay. But if it was true and if it did happen, then heads need to roll. That's inhumane.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott's office responding, saying Texas is deploying every tool and strategy to deter and repel illegal crossings between ports of entry. The latest data from Homeland Security shows a 30% decrease in migrants encounters at the southern border compared to this time last year. Bexar County being sued for racial discrimination by a white business owner. The lawsuit claims both the county and Lift Fund, the organization tasked with awarding funds for the Bexar County Small Business Assistance Program, discriminated against small business owners based on race. The program's application awarded points to businesses owned by veterans, women, and minorities. The higher the score, the more likely the businesses would be selected. Greg Gom, owner of Digital Desk here in San Antonio and group called the Wisconsin Institute of Law and Liberty, filed a lawsuit stating that Gom, a white man, was put at disadvantage because race and gender were taken into account. Attorney Dan Lennington explains what a win in court would look like to him.
Bexar County stops discriminating based on race, that they're told that what they did was illegal. This is not about monetary damages. It's not about what our client could get as far as dollar amounts. It's about making the behavior stop.
So this comes after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled places of higher education couldn't take race into consideration in the admissions process. Lennington says that ruling has broader implications. Both Bexar County and Lift Fund declined to comment. Hey, the Hawaiian Islands are facing dangerously high surf, flash flooding, mudslides. Tropical storm Calvin is approaching. More than 1 million people are under a state of emergency. The storm has sustained winds of 60 miles an hour, is expected to produce up to 10 inches of rain. The Big Island is expected to get most of that rain. Could they share? Just a little.
Just a little bit.
We don't want all the wind, and we don't want all this. Just like maybe an inch or two.
That would be so nice. Not too much to ask, right? Because yeah, we could definitely use it, no doubt about it. It has been very dry over the past several days, and of course the heat continues to be the big story yet again this Wednesday, going for our 12th consecutive triple-digit day here in San Antonio. So yeah, no surprise, copy and paste, right? This morning it was humid, we had the cloud cover on hand, already seeing plenty of sunshine out there. And as we head throughout this afternoon, that's going to be the theme. Temperatures once again topping off in the triple digits. We've got another forecast high around 104 degrees, likely feeling a few degrees hotter by about 4 to 5 o'clock with still a little bit of the humidity left in place. And then we do it all again tomorrow. But notice here your temperature trend. Yeah, the triple digits are not going anywhere, but especially by Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday, we could trim off a degree or two when it comes to those daytime highs. And that is all thanks to the main driver of our weather pattern, this heat high. Right now it is anchored over North Texas, the Texas Panhandle stretching over to Oklahoma. Watch what happens though. Thursday, Friday, that's going to move farther west and eventually center itself over the Four Corners region. As it slightly loosens its grip on our weather pattern, yes, maybe temperatures come down by a degree or two, still plenty hot by this weekend, but also that could crack the door open for a disturbance to ride along the far eastern edge of that high pressure system. And if that happens, it is possible that we find a very stray shower. It's nothing to get too excited about. We've got a 10% chance in the forecast by Saturday and into Sunday as well. This weekend, maybe even stretching into Monday, that 10% chance for a stray splash of rain to pop up near the San Antonio area across portions of south central Texas. So right now, the better bet is most of us are going to stay dry. However, it is a little glimmer of hope, a small trend in the right direction. But David, you can see on that 7-day forecast, it is still going to be plenty hot, with the heat still being the main story, at least into the beginning to middle portions of next week.
That's all right, we can deal with it. You know why?
Why?
Because it's hump day.
Okay.
Hump day!
Had to bring it up yet again.
Love hump day. Hey, do you like to fish?
I'm not the best fisher woman,
Not
but
yeah, fisher woman.
I will go.
You go fishing?
Yeah, I'll go fishing.
You know, fish, lure in the
Put
lake
a little
or
bit
something?
of bacon or a little worm on the end and just
Ocean or pond or lake?
probably a lake.
Probably a lake? Okay, so there's a kid in Oklahoma, call him a kid, he's a young fella in Oklahoma. He was fishing, unusual bite on his lure while fishing at the neighborhood pond. He reeled in a pacu, a South American fish closely related to a piranha. Means it's probably got teeth.
Oh, what?
Wildlife officials posted these pictures on social media. Ooh, ugh. They say the exotic fish was likely somebody's unwanted pet, and it was dumped in the pond when it got too big for the tank. Pacu can reach 3.5 feet in length and can weigh nearly 90 pounds. So that begs the question, what's it taste like if you cook it?
I don't know, but it's similar to a piranha?
Yeah, I don't-
Likely somebody's unwanted pet?
Yeah. So
I don't know how I feel about that.
You know how people are. They buy all this stuff. They get pets. They get dogs. They get cats. They get fish, and they don't want them anymore. So what do they do with them? They just let them go.
Yeah, but not if it's related to a piranha.
Nah, well, you know. Can you imagine like swimming in a
No,
pond?
can't imagine.
And that thing comes up and like nibbles on your toe.
Would it be more of a nibble or like a bite with teeth?
Look at that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a little too scary for me, I
All
think.
right. But he's got a smile on his face.
He
He's just
does.
happy he
He's
caught a
happy.
fish. He said, "Look,
Exactly.
Dad, I got a fish."
Exactly.
Dad's
It's
going, "What
a
kind of
pretty
fish?"
interesting type of fish for your run-of-the-mill neighborhood pond.
Probably need some rich spices when you cook that thing up.
Okay. Why don't you test it out and we'll circle back later.
Can't hardly pronounce it. I'm not going to eat it. Don't eat things you can't pronounce.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Remember, it's
Hump day.
Hump Day.
Stay cool.
See you tomorrow.